Just west of Chicago, in a community called Elmhurst, there's a place where you'll grow into a connected thinker and a passionate changemaker, with skills to excel and knowledge that lasts. Elmhurst University. Go far, do well.
Welcome inside R.A. Falcon Hall. I'm Bill Downing. This is Dawson Wells. Dennis Bergen. To my right, Suncom.tv, Elmhurst University's YouTube's athletic page. It's game 2 of our triple header here today. First one inside here, it's basketball, and it's men's basketball. It's the Blue Jays coming in 1-1, welcoming in the Mount St. Joseph Lions, who come in at 2-1.
Yeah, it's going to be a good competition here for Elmhurst. They had a great game their last time out, beating Olivet 66-50, looking to continue in their homestand here.
Well, after this, they head over to Trine on the 23rd against the number 1 ranked team in NCAA Division III, and then St. Mary's of Minnesota in town here on the 26th, and then they'll be at CUC on the 30th. Tonight, looking to continue the hot start here by the men's team. Women's team coming up at 7:15. They are off to a hot start, too. We're looking for a clean sweep here today.
Yeah, we just came over from Langhorse Field. Football got a good win. Looking to sweep this triple header here today.
It's going to be a good one. It's warm inside compared to what we had outside. And we made record time getting all the equipment from there to here and getting everything started. The Blue Jays will be in their all whites. And Mount St. Joseph will be in there, I'd say, amazing blue and yellow. Elmhurst will be going left to right on your screen to get things started. Again, thank you for joining us here on Suncom.tv and Elmhurst University's athletic YouTube page. Jaden Malachi will be jumping for the Blue Jays. And a name that we're going to be talking a lot here tonight. And it's going to be Luke Collinsworth. My gosh, how did I miss that? And there he is with the ball picked up by Malachi. And then scooped in and no good. And someone that we've been calling a lot. Last contest, Dominic Trellenberg with the board. Here's Blahout, going to drive baseline, stops. Into the paint, kicks it out. Here's Pearson. His brother is also on the bench for this contest. Here's Blahout, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Blahout going to drive baseline on Collinsworth, no good. Trellenberg shot up, and that one's good. I like the way that Blahout drew the double team and then passed it off to Trellenberg.
That was great defense by the Lions there, but found Trellenberg for the difficult finish. He did a little cartwheel after that one.
Here's Collinsworth, a guy I'm sure we'll be calling a lot tonight. Menninger. Collinsworth, Menninger for 3 from the near wing, no good. Malachi with the board. Here comes Pearson, Tegan Pearson. Malachi, Blahout, free throw line, nowhere to go. Malachi, left of the lane. Schellenberg finds Malachi. One-on-one. And ends up losing it. First turnover of the contest for the Blue Jays. Collinsworth. Collinsworth on Malachi. Boone and a double team, and looks like there's going to be a foul called. Luke Collinsworth, somebody we know that will draw a lot of attention. That time he drew the double team, and the first foul of the contest goes to Boone.
Yeah, he's going to be a key to watch out for here from this Mount St. Joseph Lions team. First team All-American in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference last year.
And a travel that time. Good defense there by Jaden Malachi.
Yeah, but Collinsworth averaged 20 points per game last year. Is already off to a hot start this one. 17.3 points per game. He's also getting about 9 rebounds as well, almost averaging a double-double.
Here's Trellenberg, who officially turned out the lights here at R.A. Fagana Hall last time out. 26 points last time. Here's Boone, the big man. Pearson, nowhere to go. Good defense that time by Jones. Shot up no good, and Collinsworth with the board.
Very defensive game right now on both sides.
And Jones nowhere to go. Jason Lavender, 6'3" guard from Westchester, Ohio. Boy, double team right there. Almost looked like a double dribble. Here's Collinsworth on Malachi. High give and go. They're running out of time with 5 on the shot clock. Floater in, that one no good. LaHoot with the board on the shot. Last shot up by Matthew Menninger. Here's Trellenberg. Pearson for 3 in the corner. That one no good. Good box out that time by the Lions. And here comes Lavender. 2-0, 16:50 left here in the first half.
A very defensive game to start this one up.
Lavender a long 3. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Trellenberg with a message rebound right there.
Yeah, neither team has found really any open shots right now. Defense is doing a great job just ball pressure and staying in front.
Yeah, the rhythm right now on both sides, no good. Blahout to Pearson between the rings. Blahout, screen set by Boone. Trellenberg with a step back 3. That one no good. And that foul will be on the Lions. And this will be baseline in for the Blue Jays. Last foul on Josh Batty, 6-foot senior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Engler inserted in the contest. Dylan Engler, turnaround shot. Not the shot that Engler or the Blue Jays wanted right there.
Yeah, both teams struggling right now just to get open shots. Defense is doing a great job. A lot of ball pressure and just staying in front of the shooter.
Mount St. Joseph University, 0 for 4 from the field. Blue Jays 1 of 5. Here's Jones. Drops it down low. Collinsworth.
Good double by Trellenberg.
Roskowitz. That was good positioning. And the give and go didn't work that time to Jones. Now the Blue Jays still 2-0. Only 2 points scored in first 4.5 minutes. Here's Trellenberg. Pearson wanted a step back just beyond the free throw line, drops it down. Roskowitz left of the lane. 5 seconds. Trellenberg. Got to get something going here. Engler for 3, no good. And another offensive or a good board there by Batty. Collinsworth way outside. We know he can shoot it from there. Lavender loses the handle. Blue Jays will get it. Another turnover. Second turnover for the Lions. Here's Blahout trying to go coast to coast, and he'll get it to fall.
Great finish by Blahout there, just pushing the tempo a little bit. Last couple possessions for Elmhurst. They've gone down to the final few seconds in the shot clock. That time they pushed the pace there and got a good shot. Good finish by Blahout.
Menninger that time with the foul. Tight defense by the Blue Jays. That's another turnover for the Lions.
And Trellenberg drawing the charge there. Great defense. Elmhurst have yet to allow a shot. Mount St. Joseph 0 for 5 from the field. 2 turnovers as well.
Yeah, you sacrificed that body right there, and that's what Trellenberg, all-around player. 4-0, 14:39 left to go here in the first half of our first game here from R.A. Falconer Hall. The Milwaukee School of Engineering will be in for Game 2, our women's basketball contest, starting right around 7:15-ish. Here it's 4-0, very low scoring. Blahout and Trellenberg with the baskets for the Blue Jays. And as Dawson mentioned, 0 for 5 from the field for the Lions. It's an abysmal start right now for the Lions, who out of Cincinnati, Ohio, come a long way, and they're going to need to find some offense here pretty quick.
Yeah, and the big key I see right now, Luke Collinsworth, we mentioned him at the start of the game, averaging 17.3 points per game, first team all-conference in the Heartland Athletic Collegiate Conference.
Yeah, that's a
0
big guy.
shots so
big
far.
Guy out there. You're right. Here's Pearson. Bounce pass. Finney. Ajong Betta. They'll get the
Good
rebound.
board.
Every time he comes into a contest, he's instant offense or defense. Marshall inside. Roskowitz. Good finish.
Good pass by E.J. Marshall. Sophomore out of Downers Grove, but you mentioned Ajahong Betta. 4.5 rebounds off the bench. Only a freshman, too, and he's lanky. Let's just look at him.
Menninger finds Collinsworth. And no, that's not Chris Collinsworth from the Cincinnati Bengals, but he is out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Shot no good. Well, actually, he's not. He's out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, but they're out of Cincinnati. Here's Roskowitz. Pearson going to drive baseline. And Pearson into the paint, shot up, and fouled. They'll go to the line for 2.
Elmhurst just finding a little bit more rhythm here after that timeout. Pearson getting to the line there. Good drive and back down.
Tegan Pearson, 6'3", graduate out of Westchester, Illinois, Nazareth High School, right on Ogden Avenue, another powerhouse in pretty much everything they do. 7-0. And he makes it.
Mount St. Joseph, it's kind of shocking they haven't made a shot yet. Averaged 78 points per game coming into tonight. They're 0 for 6 right now.
Yeah, I mean 0 for on everything up to this point. Wow. Blue Jays 3 of 9 from the field.
That one was tipped. Good block.
Joe Brand that time out of Dayton, Ohio, 6-footer. Has that one blocked. Marshall going to use the bank. I didn't know they were open this late. Timeout. Head coach Toby Kerrigan says, I've seen enough. It's 10-0. Look at Marshall.
That was a great screen by
Sweet
Roskowitz,
kiss.
too.
Absolutely. Right off the glass. 13:05. And Mount St. Joseph University, the Lions, right now struggling mightily as we see how this is going to go so far today. It's strong defense by the Blue Jays, and then they're not using much of that shot clock at all, Dawson. They are going down, getting a quick shot. It's almost like they have set plays already in their mind exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, and it's definitely a change from the way they started out this game. They were running down that shot clock 2 to 3 seconds with one, then getting the shot up. After that first timeout with about 15 minutes left to go, they started picking up the pace a little bit, using the screen a lot more, and they got the shots away, and they've opened up this game. Mount St. Joseph, again, yet to hit a shot. They're 0 from 4 from 3, 0 from 7 from the field. Elmhurst doing a great job. That last 3 on this side blocked. or at least tipped. It's been great defense from Elmhurst so far.
And when Mount St. Joseph does get a shot, the Blue Jays are boxing out. Nobody can get within 5 feet of that basket. So, I mean, they're doing a great job. Good communication. The lack of mistakes right now for the Blue Jays and the amount of mistakes right now by the visitors, the Lions, have added up to this 10-0 lead. It's a rather low-scoring first half here as we approach 13 minutes left here in the first half. Josh Batty gets it into Collinsworth. Well, that perimeter defense right now forcing the Lions so far outside that three-point land. Even Collinsworth, a big man that's good in the middle. He'll pick a high screen right there. That's Menninger. Here's Collinsworth, 5 seconds. They're not going to get this shot off. Well, they did a scoop shot. That one's no good. Engler with the board, and here come the Blue Jays. Blue Jays in transit. Nice move by Engler. Kiss off the glass, no good. And Menninger with the board.
Man, that was a nice move, just off target.
Didn't miss that one by much.
No, he did not.
Here's Jones, and a foul away from the ball. And I believe that's going to be on Joe Brand. Well, that just drives coaches insane. When they're trailing and you get a foul away from the ball like that, I think it was a screen, and he kind of held on to him a little bit to slow him down. Well, 35-7 was our score at football. Here it's 10-0. Here's Trellenberg, who had the hot hand last time. Loses, gets it back. How about that kiss off the glass?
He's just on fire recently. Great
Can't miss.
move. Yeah, he's just
Gosh.
can't miss as of late. You mentioned it, 26 points last game. Nice kiss off the glass there.
Long three this time. That one no good by Jones. And here comes the Blue Jays. Trellenberg. Nice bounce pass in there by Marshall. Engler. Roskowitz. Turnaround 5-footer. No good. But Trellenberg trying to get in there for the offensive board, or defensive board, excuse me. Couple players down. Trellenberg, one of them. He's back to his feet. Vinny Aja Hongbeta over there to pick him up.
It's good hustle by Trellenberg, trying to just get to that rebound. Good foul on the other end, but love the hustle.
Roskowitz. During pregame when we walked into the gymnasium, he was working on his shots and shoot from the paint. And we see what was practicing right there, because that one was tough. And there's the first basket, Dale Bush. Or Michael Loftus, excuse me. We got two number twos. Here's Marshall. Trellenberg now between the rings. Inside, Marshall with a power move. Can't get it back, and he'll foul Brand. And Marshall will pick up his first.
Yeah, neither team just finding difficult shots. They haven't really found anything open. Again, Elmhurst on this other end, trying something in the middle and just missing that layup on a difficult finish.
Loftus gives it off to Miller. Miller tried to bounce that one into Menninger, and Menninger didn't get the memo.
And it's just not going Mount St. Joseph's way right now. Only the one bucket made, 1 for 10 from the field. 4 turnovers as well for the Lions. They're just finding a difficult night here.
1 of 10 from the field, as you mentioned, Dawson. And Malachi got a foul away from the ball, and this one's going to go against the Blue Jays.
That's just been a sloppy game on both sides. Only 14 points halfway through this first half. Very low scoring.
Witcher that time with the foul for Elmhurst. Menninger calling out the play. Losing valuable seconds, and here's Marshall on the steal. Marshall, he's got Malachi with him. Finds Malachi driving to the basket and good.
Wow, what a pass. I didn't think Malachi was even open. He was pretty smothered. Marshall just fed it right, perfect pass right to him.
Yeah, that pass had to be perfect. You're right, because that was a very tight window to get that ball into. Here's Miller. Lavender beyond three, thought about it. Now here's Brand. Menninger, Brand for three, good. Joe Brand, freshman 6-footer out of Dayton, makes it 14-5.
And Lions finally kind of getting an open man there. Able to bury the three. Only down 9.
Schellenberg trying to find Marshall. That one stolen by Bush. Bush trying to go coast to coast. In and out, no good. Malachi with the board. And here are the Blue Jays. John Witcher, 6'4" junior out of Hudson, Wisconsin. With the board, here's Malachi. There's a size mismatch right there. Schellenberg, Boone from way outside. Schellenberg. Marshall dropping it down to Malachi. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Malachi, and they're going to call a foul on Malachi for lowering the shoulder.
Yeah, he was just trying to fight for position down on the baseline. Just a little too much muscle there.
8:56 left here in the first half, 14-5. Blue Jays. Neither team really shooting very well from the floor. 6 of 15 for the Blue Jays, 2 of 12 for the Lions. A move by Bush, gives it up to Miller. Miller going to drive. Malachi return to sender. Here's Pearson. Oh, he wanted to try to post one up right there. Blahout, nice spin move in the paint. Boone, long three, top of the key, good. Another net for Aiden Boone.
Good response there, back-to-back threes. Scoring just picking up a little bit here from both sides.
Menninger, one and done. Schellenberg with the board for Elmhurst.
Great defense by Boone there.
Oh, Malachi, huge. He had himself a nice screen right there, and the Lion bounced right off of him to no avail. Lions have it. They trail 17-5. Shot in the paint, and that's going to be a travel. Jason Lavender, too many steps that time.
The paint defense for Elmhurst has really been the key so far tonight. Seems like Mount St. Joseph trying to attack that area. Haven't found very much success. Only 2 from 4 from the field as a whole, but they've seemed like they've missed 5 or 6 or 7 just open layups down there, but great defense from Elmhurst, making it difficult finishes on that end.
Sebastian Blahout, junior out of Wooddale, Illinois. Malachi, now Boone. Down low, Schellenberg in the paint, shot up and good. Well, he got right around Menninger and then pursued right to that rim.
And he took a difficult pass. Had to corral that one a little bit. Way to respond and corral it.
Collinsworth picks up the triple team. Leaves Jones wide open. Collinsworth, he'll get it along the baseline, picked up by Malachi. Menninger from the far corner. One and done, no good. Boone with the board for Elmhurst. Here's Blahout, and the Blue Jays running. Blahout. Difficult shot up, no good, but Boone says, I'll take care of that for you, teammate.
Aiden Boone, what a recovery there. Second chance points are very key in this one, and Boone just getting another one there.
Here's Collinsworth, spin move on Malachi. Nice move for the big man. One and done, though, on the scoop.
That was his first shot of the game, too.
Here's Boone. Blahout. Schellenberg way outside for three. No good, and Boone, I think, is going to be called for the foul.
This has been a lot better from Elmhurst recently. 7-0 run in the last minute and 39 seconds. Opened this game up a little bit, and Mount St. Joseph still finding it very difficult. Luke Collinsworth thought he was going to have a big impact in this one. Only 1 shot and 1 rebound so far. He does have 2 turnovers.
Lions scoring drought reaching over 3 minutes. Blue Jays on a 7-0 run the last minute 47. Lavender nowhere to go again. Good defense by Vinny Ajahong-Betta. Blahoot, he wanted to try a three. Got his man off his foot. Count it. Good move. Initially wanted to post for a three. Got the defensive player up off of his feet off the ground and then went right around him. Here's a three attempt by Jones. That's good.
Yeah, Blahoot on that last possession for Elmhurst saw the lane just wide open and took it.
Now that breaks a scoring drought over 3 minutes for the Lions. Here's Roskowitz, finds Blahoot on the near wing. Baseline, Trellenberg, one-on-one with Menninger. Trellenberg in the paint, shot up, count it. He's got 8 already, picking up right where he left off the last time here.
That's such a sweet shot, just nothing but net. Was beautiful. He's just been on fire, like you said.
So hard to defend against a shot like that and a shooter. Collinsworth way outside for three. Hits the back of the iron, no good. Ajahong-Betta with the rebound, and the Blue Jays continue their dominance, 25-8. Not allowed the Lions into double digits. Here's Blahoot. Shot up just shy of the paint, no good. Roskowitz comes down with the board. Fresh 20 for the Blue Jays. Well, that's deflating. Here's Blahoot in the paint. Scoop shot up, count it.
What a strong finish by Blahoot. Just shoved his man off of him. Said, thank you very much.
He has got 6 already. Trails Trellenberg by 2 for the overall team lead. Here's Batty. He's going to try a three. That one misses everything, and it'll be Blue Jays ball. Engler and Marshall checking back in for the Blue Jays. Michael Loftus checking in, a 5'11 guard from Louisville, Kentucky, for the Lions. Lions only shooting 16%, 48 for the Blue Jays. Lions 3 of 19 from the field. Yikes. Here's Engler.
It's been abysmal from them on the offensive side.
With only 4:20 left. Pearson, he's going to try a three. Why not? I'll take a tray. Add 3 into my category.
And beautiful off the screen of Roskowitz. Found himself wide open.
A 22-point lead. Here's Collinsworth. He says, well, not so fast. Make it 19.
If Monte Joseph wants to come back into this one, they need Collinsworth. He shoots 62.5% so far this season. Is their best player. They need him to really step it up.
Pearson, give and go with Marshall. Roskowitz now near side. Ajahong-Betta trying to find Marshall, but he's well defended. And over and back, Marshall knew it. Can the Blue Jays keep it in? That's Engler.
Wow.
They got 2 seconds. He's got to shoot a three. Yeah! How about that?
Engler!
Ho-ho! Dylan Engler. How do you do? Nice push to the basket that time by Batty, but wow.
What a shot. What a shot.
When everything's going right for you, that will tell you how the night's going so far. Here's Marshall for the Blue Jays. Ajahong-Betta finds Marshall. Marshall going to drive, free throw line. Shot up, no good. Roskowitz trying to get to it, so does Engler, and they kind of run into each other, and it's going to be Lions ball.
Here's that shot again. Engler just knows he has to get something up. Fade away jumper off the glass again. And nothing.
Talk about the home-friendly roll.
Yeah,
and
that
the bounce.
That was money.
Man. Lions trail 33-13. Here's Brand, kicks it out to Collinsworth. One-on-one with Engler, 10 on the shot clock. Move in the paint, Ajahong-Betta. I think they're going to get him on the reach in. He was trying to swipe that ball as Collinsworth had that ball down low. Again, you gotta keep that ball up. Ajahong-Betta reached in right there, and he's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, that's the right play, especially with the help defense, especially on who he's going after, Luke Collinsworth. Just got a little bit of too much of the arm there, sends him to the line.
Collinsworth. First free throw of the night for Collinsworth. First free throws for the Lions right there. Both teams combined only have 3 free throws on the night.
And Collinsworth pretty good from the line so far this season, 75%.
2:28 left here in the first half. And he misses the second. Engler with the board. Got the Blue Jays mascot in here. Nice crowd filing in for game 1 of our doubleheader here. It's actually our second game of the day. Here's Trellenberg. Oh, big screen that time. Set by DeLepe. Here's Marshall, left of the lane. 7 on the shot clock. Trellenberg. He's going to try a step back. No, Marshall now. He'll try it from the far wing. Count it. Everything falling right now. And did I mention you can see a meteor shower tonight too?
Oh,
they said tonight's the night, and right now it's just raining stars here in the first half. 36-14. Here's Collinsworth. Gets DeLepe, and DeLepe says, nope, I'll get the rebound on that one. Wow, everything right now going the way of the Blue Jays. Nothing falling for the Lions here in the first half. Here's Marshall. Nice spin move. Baseline, tried to use the glass again. Almost got a very difficult angled shot to fall. Here's a long 3 by Brand. Off the front of the rim, no good. Oh, they're going to say Engler touched that one last. Looked like maybe that was Loftus that got a hand on it.
Great transition defense there from Elmhurst. They had 2 runners down here on this near side. Great job from them closing out and not giving them a lot of room in the passing lanes.
Braden Miller, 6'6", sophomore out of Cincinnati. Long 3, top of the key. That is good by Jones.
Both teams starting to pick up the scoring here late in this first half.
And another offensive foul on the Blue Jays. And breathing a little life into the Lions now with 55.5 seconds left, 36-17.
And it's one thing Elmhurst has done wrong so far. It's the fouls, 8 fouls so far for the Blue Jays. Just need to clean that up a little bit. Otherwise, it's been a pretty great first half for them.
Yeah, 50% from the field, 15 of 30. You are correct. Here's Jones, who just had that 3. Rogers inside to Miller. Miller, one-on-one, Ajahong Betta didn't give way. Malachi with the board. Here's Pearson and the Blue Jays, up 36-17. Pearson, right of the lane, scoop shot up, no good. Malachi tried to follow it, couldn't get it. Loftus will slow it down. 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Michael Loftus. Freshman E.J. Marshall, sophomore, guarding him. 7 seconds on the shot clock. High screen set by Miller. Top of the key 3. That one's not the shot they needed. Marshall trying to come down with it. He does. Marshall, heave-ho, half court. No good. The only thing that didn't fall for the Blue Jays in the first half. My, oh my, 36-17, Dawson. What a first half for the Blue Jays.
And Dominic Trellenberg, again, 8 points leading the way for Elmhurst, picking up right where he left off after dropping 26 the game previous.
Well, we are at halftime. It is 36-17 Blue Jays. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you set up for second half action, and we'll also talk about Game 3 of our triple header here today. 36-17, it's halftime.
My name is Danielle Corliss, and I am in Elmhurst University's online MENP program. I believe that nursing is a calling. If you have an interest in healthcare, this is a very diverse field to go into, and you have a lot of options on what areas you want to work. I'm really excited to be a clinical nurse leader because there is a strong possibility help to improve patient outcomes and improving the conditions that nurses and other medical professionals work in. I really hope to impact the lower income or underserved communities. Coming from Kentucky, where I was an EMT, and then even in my clinicals here in the Chicagoland area, there are a lot of underserved communities and they don't have access to the proper health resources. And I feel like focusing on those lower income, underserved communities can really help the healthcare system in general, but can also improve the overall health in these populations. My favorite part of this program has definitely been the clinicals. So my big aha moment during this program was during my critical care rotation. I was at a Trauma 1 center in Chicagoland area, which was a very great experience. And working in the ICU and in the ED, that's when I really knew this is what I wanted to do. Listening to my classmates and my friends talk about their experiences in clinical has been a really exciting experience, just to hear that they're doing well and that they're having the experience that we all hoped for, and that we're able to put the knowledge that we've learned in class into the actual setting and into the real world with real patients. It's very exciting because we're almost at the finish line. It's a very proud moment for us.
After my undergrad here, I was working kind of locally with a couple former alumni in kind of a business setting, and so I was kind of interested by that. And then to get this degree was a huge opportunity for me and something that I just couldn't pass up. From the first class, a couple classes, the instructors brought a lot of their personal experiences in. So it was a lot less of like, hey, let's just read the book, let's go over the text. It was more like what they brought to the table, what they've learned in their careers. And for me, that was huge because being in the small size class, having an instructor that's going to be more engaging, it just made for a better overall experience. I was always looking for something that was going to be data driven. I was really interested in some of the storytelling that we did with the marketing class. So in my career currently, I'm an insights manager at a market research firm. Having the opportunity to specialize in something made it easier for me to narrow in on an industry. When I transitioned from the MBA program into my role now, I felt like I could take on things right away and hit the ground running. It's not only getting the degree and using it to elevate your career, but I learned a lot about myself as far as being challenged and stretched to be able to balance, coaching and classwork and a job and, relationships, friends and family and things outside of that. That was so unique to me, and to anyone that's considering this, absolutely do it. Yes, it's going to be hard. Anything worth having is going to be hard, but you learn a lot about yourself by doing it.
When I graduated in 2020 with my undergrad, I knew I wanted to continue my education. It was a natural choice to come back to Elmhurst. I had grown to know and love the faculty, the students, the environment, the curriculum, the flexibility behind the MBA program. Since I didn't really have a specialization, I took that time to take entrepreneurial classes, marketing classes, to see which path I really wanted to take. And in doing so, that allowed me to kind of figure out what I wanted to do afterwards. An exciting thing that the MBA has enabled me to do, I have two different perspectives, one of my own obviously, but also from my profession. I do talent acquisition, so I'm able to review resumes and applications of people who have and do not have master's degrees or MBAs, so I know the real life implications of having an MBA. For myself, it just allowed me the opportunity to take that extra step in my education and help to understand which direction I wanted to go. If you're looking for an opportunity to connect with others, to build networks, this is a great opportunity to do that. There's a small class size. They focus on team building and projects revolved around that. So Elmhurst gives you that opportunity to, not only see what you're good at, maybe learn from others and see how they work and how they work with others and how you could maybe expand upon that. If it wasn't for Elmhurst, I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
My my name is Ricky Franks. I'm a part of the Accelerated Master's Entry Nursing Program here at Elmhurst University. What drove me to choose Elmhurst is the flexibility of the program. With this accelerated program, you're allowed to start right after your bachelor's degree in any other field that you've been in. So after this, we'll have our MSNs, and then after that, if you want to pursue your career more and become a doctorate or a nurse practitioner, then you can just get your certificate. The best part that stands out to me of this program is just the relationships that I built over the time that I've been here and the opportunities and experiences I've had through clinicals. We've had all of the clinicals, so we have pediatrics, OB. It really just opens up the opportunity to experience. During those clinicals, you're able to really practice the skills that you're learning and just really facilitate that compassion to your patients. It really just made me decide that I really wanted to go into mental health. It really solidified that decision. Now I have been accepted to a post-certificate program for mental health, and I want to be a nurse practitioner after that, which is just underneath a year. I really want to advocate for patients, people who don't really have voices in those vulnerable populations. I really just want to make sure that they're heard and that they're cared for in the way that they should be.
Transformative education happens not just in classrooms, laboratories, and libraries.
Throughout the university's history, our gymnasiums and playing fields have been the sites of wins and losses, but also of lifelong friendships formed and lifetime lessons learned.
If I could send a message to the donors, I'd thank them for everything, because I do everything that I do on this court because of them. I'm able to use these facilities to the best of my ability, and I'm able to do well in sports and academics because of them.
The cohort model is actually really wonderful because you get to meet lots of different people from all different backgrounds, all different ages.
Everybody's unique in their own way, where we express our ideas and we learn different things from each other.
I didn't really kind of realize how helpful it was going to be, how much I would rely in my classmates.
We all are able to reach out to each other to help each other. Nobody's like left in the dark. We all learn together that way, and so it helps us all succeed together and makes us happier about each other's successes as we move on.
It actually has become a support system for me.
I had a few wonderful classes that gave me some real world experience.
One of my classes entailed going through a simulation. It makes you collaborate with other people in your cohort. And it just makes it more engaging.
I got a chance to have an internship. They liked me so much that they offered me a contract.
I was able to get an internship. It did help me find that might not be the right path for me, but at least with a business administration degree from Elmhurst, it matches a lot of roles more than just one thing, so it's very versatile.
Being a military-friendly school was a big part of why I selected Elmhurst.
Military benefits actually helped me completely with my education, as I wouldn't have gone back to school if it hadn't been for the military benefits.
By being able to use the GI Bill at Elmhurst, I was able to really just focus on my education and doing well in the program versus having to worry about the financial aspect of paying for school.
It was seamless and easy to process. They also are part of the Yellow Ribbon program, which helped make up the difference for the cost that the GI Bill did not.
Just west of Chicago, in a community called Elmhurst, there's a place where you'll grow into a connected thinker and a passionate changemaker, with skills to excel and knowledge that lasts. Elmhurst University. Go far, do well.
Welcome back. It's halftime. 36-17. The leading scorer, Trelleborg, for the Blue Jays with 8. Marshall with 5. Pearson also with 5. Blahout with 6. Malachi with 2. Engler with 3. Roskowitz with 2. And Boone with 5. The Blue Jays shooting 47% from the field, 15 for 32. The Lions, 23% from the field, 6 for 26, 29% from beyond the arc, 4 14, 50% from the free throw line, 1 of 2. Blue Jays have only shot 2, and they've made both. 7-4 turnovers in favor of the Lions. And here we are back at halftime, and we had to get some fuel between between the halves here. We didn't have much time to do anything between football and here, but Blue Jays looking good in the first half, holding down the Lions just at 23% from the field.
Yeah, their on-ball defense has been fantastic. Haven't really given Mount St. Joseph any space to get an open shot, and they've shot only 6 for 26, 23% like you said. It's been great defense from Elmhurst. And they picked it up on offense late in that first half as well. Trelleborg starting to heat up as well. 8 points for him.
Boone, the only one in foul trouble, really. He only has 2. Everybody else either has none or just 1. And for the Lions, Collinsworth with 4 points. Jones with 6. Brand with 3. Batty 2. Loftus also with 2. Not impressive from the field is a lot of their shooting selections, were one and done. I mean, good blocking out by the Blue Jays. Able to get that one shot and done, get that board, and then transition down court. And 36-17, it could have been a lot worse in the first half if it wasn't for the slow start by the Blue Jays. But they held the Lions to virtually nothing in the first half. They got 17 points, but second half should be interesting to see what the Lions did to correct it at halftime.
Yeah, I'm really expecting Luke Collinsworth to come through here in this second half. He's their leading scorer coming into the night with 17.3. Was a first-team all-conference last season for this Lions side. Only 3 points from him in that first half. Need him to pick it up if Mount St. Joseph wants to come back into this game.
You know, it's very shocking that he only has the 4 points because we were watching him in pregame, couldn't miss anything. We were talking about him. You looked up a lot of those stats, from prior seasons, him being a senior, 6'7" senior forward out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. And just right now, just struggling. I know it's not jet lag. It's just trying to get your feet underneath you here, and you got to do it quickly with a team such as Elmhurst, who likes to move the ball quickly.
Collinsworth shot 1 for 4 in that first half. This season, 62.5% coming into the night, so below average for him.
Pearson from the opposite elbow, count it. And the Blue Jays are off and running here in the second half, 38-17.
That's a great shot selection from Pearson there to get into the lane from the free throw line, which was wide open too.
Menninger fouled by, looks like Blahout possibly. That's only his first, team first. That's going to put Matthew Menninger, 6'5" forward out of Cleves, Ohio, to the line, and he makes it. Only the third free throw shot by Mount St. Joseph University here today. And he makes them both.
Yeah, we'll see if that heats up Menninger a little bit. 0 from 5 from the field. He's one of their highest scorers as well, 13.3 points per game for Menninger coming into the night.
Pearson finds Boone just beyond the free throw line. Tries to one-step Collinsworth, and that one. They're going to say one off Collinsworth. Well, that's a big matchup right there between those two big guys.
Yeah, Collinsworth 6'7".
Here's Malachi cruising the baseline. He stepped out. No, travel. As you were saying, Collinsworth 6'7".
Yeah, and Boone listed at 6'5", but 230 pounds. Big matchup. A lot of height there.
Yes. It's like two worlds colliding. Boone trying to be physical. Menninger, here's Collinsworth. Going to drive on Malachi. Shot up too strong, no good. Trellenberg with the board. Here's Blahout and the Blue Jays. Trellenberg tries to go around Collinsworth. This one stripped. Jones, Menninger cruising baseline. Shot up and good.
It's a good drive by Menninger. Just able to beat Boone. He was able to elevate that layup right over his hand.
The head coach, John Baines, knows this is a game of runs. And some way, somehow, you got to stop the Lions. They're 38-21. They're trying to close this gap down a little bit. Here's Trellenberg. Pearson, 8 on the shot clock. Pearson turnaround, top of the key, no good. Tried to draw the foul. Here comes Lavender. He'll drop that off baseline. Lavender corner for 3. Good. Timeout. Head coach John Baines has seen enough. We saw this the last contest. Head coach John Baines saw his lead shrink, and that's what he's seeing right here, and he wants to stop the momentum by the Lions.
There's a finish from Menninger right over Boone. It was a great finish. And we just saw Lavender on that far side corner. Blahout did a pretty good job to close him out, just didn't get there in time. Lavender elevated. It's a 7-0 run for Mount St. Joseph in the last minute 39. It's exactly how they wanted to come out of halftime.
Yeah, they were in a serious drought in the first half, and now they're come out on fire. As you just mentioned, a 7-0 run over the last $1.39, and that's exactly what they needed, too. They don't need to fall any farther behind the Blue Jays, and right now the Blue Jays struggling from the field. And the Lions kind of switching the script a little bit here on Elmhurst to start the second half.
Yeah, they're 2 from 3 from the field, Mount St. Joseph. It's great, a lot better shooting-wise. At halftime, they were 2 for 26, 23% abysmal from the field. It's been a lot better from the Lions trying to come back. Not only down 14.
Only 2 minutes and 11 seconds gone. Mount St. Joseph, they scored 17 in the first half. They've got 7 already. 10 away from their first half total. Outscoring the Blue Jays 7-2 here in the second half. Head coach John Baines, as we talked about. Guy that will find the Hall of Fame without a doubt. Malachi, boy, that was a laser beam from Trellenberg. And the Lions will throw it away, and that's a good thing for the Blue Jays because that pass right there was a missile. I don't think Malachi was ready for that one.
And Elmhurst just finding the turnover bug a little bit here. 3 turnovers in the last 2:15. Need to just clean it up. A little bit sloppy coming out of halftime.
Malachi, give and go with Pearson. Finds Blahout. Baseline trap. Underneath scoop. Count it. Well, that breaks that 2-minute and 15-second drought by the Blue Jays. What a nice move there by Blahout. Collinsworth bounces it. Here's Batty. Lavender. Collinsworth one-on-one with Malachi. Lavender, a long 3, count it.
It's the second of the half so far. Great shot from him. They need him to get going. It was an assist from Collinsworth as well on that outside.
Don't look now. It's only a 13-point lead. Malachi, top of the key. Pearson, one-on-one with Jones. Trying to turn around jumper. Nothing but net.
Great shot there from Pearson. He's the leader of this team. 7 points. Now 9 points for Pearson.
The only one left out of the starting 5. Blahout will pick up the foul from last season's CCIW Conference Championship. Blahout didn't want to pick that one up, even though that's his second. We call those ticky-tack fouls. He knew it, too, and he's like, gosh, don't call me. Too late.
Yeah, Blahout, one of the main starters for this Elmhurst team. Don't really want to see him go out, but E.J. Marshall, his replacement's played 10 minutes so far, does have 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. So E.J. Marshall having a pretty good game off the bench.
Lavender gets it into Batty. Batty tries to go around that screen. Collinsworth with Boone down low. Shot up, no good. Fouled up by Lavender. That's no good. Boone with the board. Here's Marshall and the Blue Jays. Don't forget, check us out all over social media on X, Instagram, and Facebook. ElmhurstBlueJays.com. Here's Pearson. Don't forget Suncom.tv. Here's Marshall. Schellenberg, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Marshall, long 3, top of the key. Nothing but net. My, oh my. Locked in is Marshall.
Yeah, and he just elevated over his defender there. Plenty of height right over the defense and just absolute money.
Right back to an 18-point lead. And Boone will pick up a foul.
That's his 3rd on the night. Just a little bit of foul trouble for him. Elijah hung better, and Magicus comes back into the game.
And we know every time he comes into a game, he makes instant success for this Blue Jays, whether it's offense or defense.
And he's only a freshman, too, so he's playing great minutes for this Blue Jays side.
Yeah, he's going to be a monster. Tries to drive that one inside. Pearson with the steal. Here come the Blue Jays. Pearson looking for Marshall. That one stolen. Nice pickup that time by Brand, and here come the Lions. Menninger going to try to drive on Trellenberg. That one couldn't happen. A long 3 by Jones. No good, and Roskowitz with the board.
The board from him, his 3rd of the night.
Watch a Hong Betta. Here's Trellenberg. Trellenberg draws the double team. Roskowitz underneath. Kiss off the glass and good.
That's great from Trellenberg there. Knew he drew the double team, but knew exactly where his open man was. And Roskowitz and perfectly found him with the bounce pass.
Back to a 20-point lead. Miller had to pass that one up. Here's Batty. Shot clock at 10, no good. And Marshall out of nowhere with the board. Here's Trellenberg, shot up. Oh, they're going to call the offensive foul.
And I thought he was in the restricted area. We'll see it
so
right
too.
Here. Maybe just got his
outside.
Yeah,
I mean, that was close.
Just outside.
A game of inches, my friend. Wow. I mean, literally. I mean, he was towing the line right there.
Yeah, he was so close, but that's good offense from Trellenberg. He knew exactly where to go, trying to go in strong there to get the shot up. Just better defense from the Lions.
Under 14 minutes left here in this contest. Women's basketball, MSOE in town. The Raiders from the Milwaukee School of Engineering take on your Blue Jays. Blue Jays looking to remain hot. And that one's stolen. Roskowitz. Bad inbound pass there to Miller. Engler. Ajahong Betta going to kick it out. Trellenberg. Marshall, long three. Count it. He made it easy. From the far wing, nothing but net again. And Marshall now with 11. He's in double digits.
Yeah, and 3 from 4 from 3. He's shooting lights out from behind the yark.
Nice pass to Joe Brand that time. That pass had to have a little English on it also. Here's Trellenberg, one-on-one Menninger, and a screen by Roskowitz, and they're going to call him for the no. Oh, he thought for sure that was on him. You can kind of see his reaction right there. He thought it was on him, but it's actually on the Lions. Engler inbound with 20 on the shot clock, 12:54 game clock. Blue Jays 5 for their last 5 from the field.
And 53.8% from the field as well. They're shooting lights out here tonight after a slow start.
Yeah, Marshall with 11. He's the hot hand, and that's going to be a kick ball. Shot clock will come back up to 20. Yeah, that one right off your foot. Brand trying to say, that wasn't my leg. It came off a Lion's leg sooner or later. Here's Marshall. Ajahong Betta, now Engler. Trying to drop it down to Roskowitz. He was trying to thread the needle right there between two Lions defenders.
Yeah, Mount St. Joseph right now in this possession, just a couple of breaks not going their way. Elmhurst maintaining possession, just trying to find the open shot.
Here's Marshall. In the lane, I don't know how he got that ball up amongst two tall Lions defenders. Lavender trying to go coast to coast, and he'll draw the foul.
He's been the Lions' best player here in this second half. He hit 2 threes early on, took a little bit of break on the bench, now back into the game, playing 18 minutes, 6 points from him. Going to the line as well. They need him to step up with Collinsworth taking a extended period on the bench.
Lavender was 6, Jones was 6, Collinsworth with 4, as you mentioned. He's been on the bench for a little bit. Kind of perplexed on how the Blue Jays defense has kept them to I'm going to say almost a career low 4 points. I would beg to differ that he's been at this point of any game and only had 4 points and 1 of 6 from the field.
Yeah, he's really struggled, and especially on the rebound side, only 2 rebounds from him. He's their big man in the middle, averages just about 9 rebounds a game. Does have the 2 assists, but he's just really struggled.
Ajahong Betta. Now to Marshall. Marshall, the only player in double digits. He has 11. Here's Engler. On the far wing. Screen set by Roskowitz. Marshall was trying to sneak in from the left side of the block. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And, it's going to be a foul, and that helped out the Blue Jays right there. Brand, they were only down to 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, they just keep giving Elmhurst a lot of breaks. We've seen it the past couple possessions on the defensive side for Mount St. Joseph. They played some decent defense, just can't get the ball off the Blue Jays' hand.
Marshall, Pearson, a long three. Roskowitz, and it's going to be Lions ball. Roskowitz had good positioning. Here's Lavender. Screen set by Miller. Lavender draws Miller. Near wing for three, no good. Menninger with the board. Long three by Brand is good.
And he's trying to get his team going. Brand 5 points here in the second half. Hasn't missed.
50-34, Blue Jays with the lead and the ball. Engler, trap baseline by Lavender. Here's Pearson. Pearson went left and right, ball down on the ground. Brand will pick it up, and here come the Lions. Lions trailing by 16. Miller wanted to try a three. Here's Loftus. Corner from Miller. Lavender picked up by Marshall. Oh, that looked like a good poke there by Marshall, but they're going to call him for the foul.
Yeah, maybe just caught a little bit too much of that other arm. Lavender, like I said, one of their best players here in the second half. 8 points for him and hasn't missed either. 2 from 2 from the field. Both of those threes, including 2 free throws.
Loftus going to drive in and cruise baseline. Count it. Oh, nice move by Michael Loftus.
This is a good run from Mount St. Joseph. 9-point run here. Elmhurst hasn't scored in about 3 minutes.
Young team here for the Lions. Here's Roskowitz. Again, trying to use that glass to his advantage. And I think they're going to get Miller on the foul.
Yeah, we'll see it here. Roskowitz, yeah, just caught a little bit too much of the hand as Roskowitz is going up. Sends him to the line.
Well, what great camera work. Wake up over there. It's been a long day, folks. First day of a weekend and spend it all day here at Elmhurst University. No place that we'd rather be. Maybe we'll catch a nap between games here. Roskowitz misses.
0 from 2 there. You need to hit those free throws.
And this one, are they going to call this against the Lions? They are. Lavender. They're going to say he pushed off.
Another.
I don't know. That one could have went either way.
Yeah, it looked like he shoved Trellenberg a little bit in the hip off the screen, but second charge drawn by Trellenberg.
Blue Jays will take a timeout, 50-36. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule for the Blue Jays, and it doesn't get any easier as they head over to Trine to take on the #1 team in the country on the 23rd, 3:30 p.m. tip-off, and back here on the 26th against St. Mary's of Minnesota. And then they will hit the road for the final contest in November, the 30th. They'll head down to Division Streets over in River Forest, take on Concordia University Chicago. And then it's CCIW action to start December, the 4th and 7th, Augustana and Wheaton. And then they hit the road, and I'm telling you, Illinois Wesleyan at Illinois Wesleyan on the 15th is going to be a huge matchup as they come in number 16 in the country. And then they take on number 7 and then number 5. Jeez, I mean, talk about a tough schedule. But like head coach John Bain said in the first interview we had with him, this team is clicking, and come January and February, they're going to be hard to beat. He said going to Augustana on a Wednesday, and I remember him saying Illinois Wesleyan on a Saturday. There's Marshall, stays hot. He's got 13. I mean, that's a coach right there that gets it. He understands the grind, and so do these kids.
Yeah, and that match against Illinois Wesleyan at Illinois Wesleyan, rematch of the CCIW Conference Tournament Final. from last season.
And you thought Wesleyan, they lost some players, but they have completely reloaded. Long three that time by Miller. Makes it 52-39. There's Trellenberg. Screen set by Malachi. Boone, long three. Count it, and one.
Huge play from Elmhurst. And Boone.
I like head coach John Baines. Hey, nice shot, but that's not the one we wanted. That's going to put Boone to the line for a possible 4-point play. Big swing right there, Dawson.
Yeah, that's an error from Mount St. Joseph.
Yeah, he makes it too. You can't foul that far away from the basket. 56-39. Just when the Lions make a run, something like that happens for Elmhurst. Here's Lavender trying to back down Malachi. Malachi. And the Lions will go for their and one. That's Lavender.
Yeah, and he hasn't missed here in this second half. 3 from 3 from the field, 10 points in this half alone. And his third trip to the line here.
He is playing some unconscious basketball right there. Here's the and one as he's in double digits. Marshall with 13 leads all scores. And he makes it.
And both these teams just shooting the lights off here in this second half. Mount St. Joseph 61.5 from the field. Elmhurst 72.7.
Marshall with 13 points. Has the ball for the Blue Jays. Finds Boone, free throw line. Kicks it out, Pearson for three from the far wing. In and out, no good. Boone with the board. Boone finds Pearson again. Ten on the shot clock. Here's Trellenberg. Trellenberg just shy of the near elbow. That's no good. Boone trying to get it again. And he will be guilty of the foul. And I believe that's going to be his, that's going to be number 4, isn't it?
Yeah, that's number 4 from Boone. We'll see if Ajahong Betta comes back into the game. But more importantly, that puts Mount St. Joseph into the bonus, so they're going to be shooting free throws here.
Something we did not want to see. And this is where this game, if they come back, it's right here. Boone, you've got to make those now that you're in the bonus. Here's Pearson. He's going to try another three. This one's short. Boone trying to come down with it. He does. Aggressively, Malachi now. Shot up, counted, and one. Jaden Malachi with the power move.
Him and Boone just in the middle of this paint on the offensive side have just been fantastic here in this second half.
It's like they've got springs in those shoes. My gosh, they're out jumping everybody. I mean, out muscling, being physical, and getting in on every rebound. Here's Malachi. Malachi looking for a 5th point. That one's no good. Menninger with the board. Now Brand and the Lions. They trail 58-42. Good perimeter defense. They're pushing the Lions all the way out to center court. Here's Lavender. One-on-one with Trellenberg. He's got that arm up. Got to be careful. Turnaround shot. Hits the side of the backboard. No good. And Trellenberg. Ajahong Betta finds Blahoots. Now Pearson, wide open three. He's going to make this one. No, he does not. Third time he shot from the air. Malachi with the board. It's going to fall for Pearson here soon. You can see the frustration. Here's Trellenberg. Trellenberg. Left of the block. Turnaround shot. 7-footer, no good. Ajahong Betta, he's going to say, I'm going to go up for it. Gets his second rebound up again. No good. Fight for it. And Lavender finally comes down with it. My, oh, my.
Yeah, they're fighting in the paint. Elmhurst, 5 offensive rebounds here in this second half. Malachi, a couple of his own.
And Michael Loftus with the scoop shot. 58-44, 7:06 left to go in this contest. We're talking to Matt Hoff, and there has to be a minimum of 30 minutes between games. And we are at 7:06 left, timeout. As you mentioned, Dawson, they're in the bonus, the visitors from Cincinnati. After being outscored 36-17 in the first half, outscoring Elmhurst 27-22 here in the second. A little twist of fate for the Lions here in the second half.
Yeah, it's their shooting percentage that's gotten a lot better. Their shooting as a whole, 9 for 15 from the field here in this second half for Mount St. Joseph. Both teams really shooting the lights off. Elmhurst, however, more recently haven't been so lucky. 1 for their last 8, just dropped that shooting percentage down from where it was in the upper 70s down to 47. They need to clean it up a little bit if they're to hold on to this lead.
Well, this game was tied for 46 seconds, 0-0. No lead changes. It's been Blue Jays all the way here in this contest. The Blue Jays have led with 31 minutes, basically 32 minutes here in this contest. Points in the paint, 28-12 in favor of Elmhurst. And bench points, 20-17, Blue Jays. And when you look at the rebounds, defensively 26-19, offensively 9-2. The Blue Jays have controlled the boards here today. Blue Jays looking to go 2-1 on the season before they head over to number 1 Trine. Well, that contest here last year was a classic. Elmhurst defeated Trine. Here's Pearson. LaHoot for 3 in the corner, good. Much needed points right there. And LaHoot now with 11. He's the second Blue Jay in double digits. That one stripped away. Ajahong Betta comes down with it. Long outlet pass to LaHoot. He stepped out of bounds, and it'll be turned over. 11th turnover for the Blue Jays.
Here's that 3 from LaHoot, just wide open. Mount St. Joseph just lacks on defense there, leaving LaHoot in the corner. Kind of forgot about him a little bit. Miller was on him. Just left him a little too much space, and LaHoot made him pay.
Mount St. Joseph, 4 timeouts left, 3 for the Blue Jays. 6:10 left. 61-44. Here's Miller and Marshall looking for the strip. He'll get it. How about the A+ for effort jump ball, and this will stay with the Lions.
What effort from E.J. Marshall there. Forcing that ball away and then diving on it to force the jump ball. As someone coming into the game we haven't seen in a while, Luke Collinsworth had a very extended bench spell. I don't think we have seen him so far in this second half.
No, he's only played a total of 20 minutes so far. You're right, that has been a long spell. Whatever the reasoning is, let's see if they try to get him the ball to get some of that confidence back. We'll see right here, Collinsworth off the front of rim, no good. Menninger with the board. Brand, another long 3, nothing but net, way beyond the three-point arc. 61-47, and don't look now, here comes Mount St. Joseph.
And Brand hasn't missed himself. 4 from 4 from the field. 11 points for Brand.
Here's Marshall. And Malachi goes down strong. And Malachi, I believe, is going to go to the line.
Yeah,
but how about Marshall there? As he was at the free throw line, the vision to see Malachi cutting in from the left.
Yeah, great pass from Marshall. Like you said, I believe that foul was on Luke Collinsworth. So his first of the evening.
Malachi Misses the first of 2. That was his first free throw attempts of the evening. And he misses both. Boy, the Blue Jays struggling from the free throw line. Here's Loftus, tries to go the distance, and he does. 61-49.
The Lions went fast there, just pushing the tempo, trying to trim down this lead for Elmhurst.
Malachi finds Trellenberg. Rajahong Betta. He's going to cruise into the lane, lose the handle. Picked up by Brand. And here comes Mount St. Joseph. 3 from the corner. That one no good. In and out. Off the shot of Loftus.
Yeah, he just looked up and was wide open. I like the shot attempt, just couldn't bury it.
Here's Malachi. Finds Blahout. Blahout in the lane, shot up, no good. Rajahong Betta tried to get to it. Menninger gets it first for the Lions. 4:28 and counting, 61-49. Here's Collinsworth, who has been really quiet, and Trellenberg will pick up the foul. That will be his third.
Yeah, Mount St. Joseph in the bonus, so they're going to head to the line. These are big free throws with just over 4 minutes to go. Trying to trim this lead from 12.
And Marshall, Rajahong Betta, and Malachi off. Nice round of applause from the crowd here at R.A. Fagana Hall. Loftus, 5'11" freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, and misses.
It's a big miss.
That is a big miss. You ain't lying there. Blahout. There's Pearson, good perimeter passing. Blahout driving, baseline shot up, no good. Loftus, good defense that time. Here's Jones. Jones trying to cruise baseline, nowhere to go. Boone right in front of him. Here's Collinsworth. Long 3. That one misses everything. Pearson with the board. Here's Blahout. Oh, he was looking for Boone. Cruising right of the lane. Here's Blahout. Now Pearson start to chew some of that time off the clock. Here's Pearson with 8 seconds. And Elmhurst will take the timeout. And I tell you, head coach Toby Kerrigan wanted an offensive foul. He thought that Blahout pushed off that last time. And man, I can tell you right now, this has been a very, very tough second half for both these teams. 61-49 is your score. I'm Bill Downing. He's Dawson Wells. And Dawson, it has been a really good second half. A little bit slower than the first half for Elmhurst.
Yeah, they haven't had much success as of late. Haven't scored about 3.5 minutes so far. Struggling heavily, turning the ball over. 3 turnovers in that span as well. They just haven't found much success. Very similar to the beginning of that first half where Elmhurst just struggled shooting the ball. On the other side, Mount St. Joseph have found a lot of success here, outscoring the Blue Jays 32-25. Trying to come back in this one after being down by over 20 points.
3:28 left. We still have another contest after this, the women's basketball contest. Another NAC foe in here. Last time it was Rockford. Now it's the Milwaukee School of Engineering, the Raiders, take on your Blue Jays in Game 2. Well, it's Game 3, but Game 2 here. A great day so far for the Blue Jays, 35-7. Senior day in football. Here it's 61-49, but the Lions not going down without a fight here today. The visitors from Cincinnati, Ohio. Roskowitz in from Pearson. 5 seconds. Got to get this shot off. Pearson, free throw line, no good. And that's going to be a shot clock violation as it did not touch the rim. First one we've seen here today by either team.
Yeah, and Pearson was just trying to take it himself, just couldn't get any spacing off the dribble. Almost just struggling heavily on that front.
Najahong Betta checking back in. 6'5" freshman, as you mentioned, from Moline, Illinois. He is going to be a monster for this team for many years to come. Lavender, a long three. He misses it. Brand trying to come up with it. That could have been a flop there on Brand. No call. Here's Pearson. So we approach 3 minutes left. Blahout. Najahong Betta back to Blahout. Blahout. Under 3 minutes left. 10 on the shot clock. Pearson and the Blue Jays leading 61-49. Here's Pearson. Shot up, and he's going to be fouled. And he's going to go to the line for two.
Good move there from Pearson. Was guarded pretty good by Jones. He was able to find a little bit of that space to drive to the hoop. Couldn't finish it, but draws the foul. It's a big foul against the Lions.
They're going to say Jones on the foul. Pearson looking to go into double digits, and he does. 3 Blue Jays now in double digits. Marshall with 13, Pearson 10, Blahout with 11. Brand and Lavender with 11 apiece for the Lions.
Those free throws end a 4-minute scoring drought for Elmhurst. They needed it.
Yeah, they needed those points in a bad way. Even when you're leading, when you're in a drought like that, anything that falls could possibly build that momentum that you need. There's Menninger, going to drive right of the lane, kicks it out in the corner. Back down to Menninger. Najahong Betta, how about that? Another good defensive stand. Here's Trellenberg. And the Blue Jays will chew some more time of this clock off. If they wait to the final second, we'll be right around 2 minutes left here in this contest. Here's Marshall leading the way with 13. Najahong Betta, and that's going to go off. Or was he fouled with only 7 seconds on the shot clock? And this is going to do a 1-and-1. And foul on Brand. 2:08 left in this contest. Vinny Najahong Betta.
That's Brand's 4th foul as well. Brand 11 points so far for the Lions. Has to take a rest.
Yeah, Boone, we haven't seen him in quite a while. He's got 4 also. And this is the first. Malachi with the board. Kick that one back out to Marshall, and now they'll chew even more time off the clock. That was a huge board by Malachi. Schellenberg to Marshall. 6 on the shot clock. Blahout. He's going to try one from the near wing. Looked good. Didn't fall. And Najahong Betta, I believe, is going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Malachi and Blahout. Blahout working off Malachi's screen here on the near side. Just couldn't get that one to fall.
Boone getting ready to come back in. He's got 4 fouls. So is Pearson. See Vinny a little bit frustrated right there, but hey, A+ for effort every time he hits this floor. Jones makes the first. Marshall will check out with Najahong Betta. Pearson and Boone in. Boone again with 4. As Dawson mentioned, Brand also carrying 4 fouls. And that one no good. Blahout with the board. Another missed opportunity that time by Jones from the free throw line. And they're shooting 70%, believe it or not. Feels like that should be a little bit worse. Loftus with the foul.
Yeah, and Elmhurst in this half from the free throw line, 3 of 8, 37%. They need to start putting some of these free throws down, or this lead, it honestly should be a lot bigger.
Agreed. Yeah, that's hard to believe. 5 of 10. Now 6 of 11. Najahong Betta right back in. He only needed about 17 seconds to catch his breath.
And he's got so much length, 6'5", 190.
Yeah, he is good. He is good. He's fun to watch. And he's going to be fun to watch for the next 3 years here at Elmhurst.
Yeah, only a freshman. He's
Isn't
going to be
that
so much fun.
Here's Blahout with the shot. Gets the friendly roll. We'll take it. Back to a 14-point lead. This lead was at 20. Back to 15. Shot up, in and out, and then back in by Loftus. And timeout. Mount St. Joseph University, the Lions. As I mentioned, out of Cincinnati, Ohio, made the long trip over here. And they've got a pretty good cheering squad here. They've had a couple good times and a couple good runs, but not able to match Elmhurst up to this point with only $1:18 left. I mean, anything can happen, but all Elmhurst has to do is basically take a knee like we did in football. Just get the rebound, and you know they're going to try to foul you. So this final minute 18 could last like 10 minutes. I mean, with free throws. I mean, honestly, because you know that they're going to foul every opportunity they can. With Brand, the only one in foul trouble with 4. Everybody else either has none or Jones and Menninger with 2 apiece. So, I mean, they've got plenty of fouls. Here's Boone. Pearson. I'm really surprised they haven't fouled right now. They should be fouling at this point as we approach 1:08 left. Lavender on Blahout. Trellenberg. Under a minute left. Marshall, the hot hand. He passes up the shot. Here's Boone. He's got 4 fouls. That one lays it down on the court. Picked up by Loftus. Or make that Jones, excuse me. He'll go coast to coast. And timeout. Lions. My, oh my, you can't count them out. Just cannot. They will not go away. And this is the closest they've been in quite a while. Only down by 11 now with 45.2 seconds left.
Yeah, and they had a great opportunity there. Basically 5-on-4 with Boone. Having trouble after diving on the floor and then slipping, getting back to his feet, just struggling a little bit. But Elmhurst have really struggled the last 6 minutes, haven't made a field goal. They're 1 for their last 8 as well. They need to start knocking down some of these shots if they want to close out this one. They only need one or two more, and this game is put to bed.
Yeah, if they get a couple offensive boards. I mean, it's a combination of a lot of things right here, but they have had nothing in the last 6 minutes and 6 seconds. Been outscored 37-29 so far here in the second half. And they have that 11-point lead. A very comfortable lead at one time at 20. And the Lions have just been chipping away. Not going away whatsoever. They have 2 timeouts left. So does the Blue Jays. Pearson will be able to cruise the baseline if he needs to. Long pass. Finds Trellenberg. Trellenberg. Shot up and good. I tell you right there, Batty's lucky he didn't grab him because that would have been what they call a clear path foul. And that would have been a free throw on top of it. Here's Loftus. And he'll score. And back and forth we go. Pearson shoved out of bounds quickly on the inbound with only 33.3 seconds left.
Yeah, we saw this little football pass. Thought we were calling basketball, but great pass to find Trellenberg in the open floor, and he's able to just finish that one away.
Yeah, he saw Josh Batty went to grab Trellenberg, and he realized you don't want to do that. Raja Hongbeta, he might be coming back in. John Baines talking to him. And Pearson misses the first. Pearson on night, 11 points. Now 4 or 5 from the charity stripe. And misses both. Under 30 left. Here's Lavender. That one bounces up. LaHoot picks it up.
Good steal.
Here's Boone. No foul, Boone right away. Josh Batty with the foul.
That's a great steal from LaHoot down here on this end that takes Mount St. Joseph, takes a possession away, really caps this one off. Yes, Elmhurst is up 11. They got a lot of space to work with. Need to bury these free throws to put it out of reach.
Well, after this contest, a lot of practice for the #1 team in the country as they'll travel to Trine. If I remember right, I believe that's Indiana. Again, they came in here last year, and what a classic that was. And Boone makes the Lions pay. 69-56.
That Trine reigning D3 national championship as well. It's going to be a tough matchup at Trine.
Here's Jones. That one swatted away. Jahang Betta. This is not today. And that will do it, folks. Your final, 69-56. Head coach John Baines will be up to talk to us as the Blue Jays move to 2-1 overall, and Mount St. Joseph University drops to 2-2 here. As we'll take ourselves a quick break, we have head coach John Baines on the other side. Blue Jays win.
My name is Danielle Corliss, and I am in Elmhurst University's online MEP program. I believe that nursing is a calling. If you have an interest in healthcare, this is a very diverse field to go into, and you have a lot of options on what areas you want to work. I'm really excited to be a clinical
Transformative education happens not just in classrooms, laboratories, and libraries.
Throughout the university's history, our gymnasiums and playing fields have been the sites of wins and losses, but also of lifelong friendships formed and lifetime lessons learned.
If I could send a message to the donors, I'd thank them for everything, because I do everything that I do on this court because of them. I'm able to use these facilities to the best of my ability, and I'm able to do well in sports and academics because of them.
The cohort model is actually really wonderful because you get to meet lots of different people from all different backgrounds, all different ages.
Everybody's unique in their own way where we express our ideas and we learn different things from each other.
I didn't really realize how helpful it was going to be, how much I would rely in my classmates.
We all are able to reach out to each other to help each other. Nobody's like left in the dark. We all learn together that way, and so it helps us all succeed together and makes us happier about each other's successes as we move on.
It actually has become a support system for me.
I had a few wonderful classes that gave me some real world experience.
One of my classes entailed going through a simulation. It makes you collaborate with other people in your cohort. And it just makes it more engaging.
I got a chance to have an internship. They liked me so much that they offered me a contract.
I was able to get an internship. It did help me find that might not be the right path for me, but at least with a business administration degree from Elmhurst, it matches a lot of roles more than just one thing. So it's very versatile.
We're here with head coach John Baines, and first of all, congratulations on another victory. You got a short break, and then you have Trine, but tonight you welcomed in Mount St. Joseph University, and it was a really good contest. My first question is, how did you hold down Collinsworth tonight?
You know, our #1, Rob and Jaden, did a great job of really pressuring him. I thought that he made him really work a lot, and he's on the perimeter a lot. He's a skilled big, and I think they put a lot of ball pressure on him. I think kind of wore him out a little bit on that. And then we kind of came with some extra help on him. But he's a heck of a player, and we knew he was averaging 20. We were a little worried that helping off of him was going to get us 3'd up, but I thought we did a pretty good job of it.
You did, and you talk about a big man, and then we'll go down to E.J. Marshall.
Yep.
He played like a big man tonight. 13 points, 5 of 10 from the field. He was money all back and forth offensively and defensively.
He's a really good player. He's a sophomore. I mean, he was our leading scorer on a reserve team last year, and we had a lot of veteran guards. And so I told him when we were in January and February last year, there's most times you would be playing right now because he was playing well enough. It was really good to see. I think he's just going to continue to get better and better as he's playing more games. But he's a big piece of what we're doing here.
He distributed the ball well tonight. He's 1 of 5 in double digits. Boone with 11. You had Pearson with 11. Trellenberg coming off that huge 26-point game, and Blahout with 13. I mean, distributing the ball well. But Ajahong Betta, what can you say about that guy? He is instant success as soon as he comes off that bench.
Isn't that crazy? For a freshman, I'm not just saying this because he played well. He has just the instincts of a junior, senior type of player, and he's got the long arms, and and the best part about him too is he's got a lot of game offensively, and he's kind of just said, Coach, I just want a board, I want to guard, I want to make sure that everything's running right. He's come in with the right mentality. And then I think as his game just continues to blossom, I think we're going to see a lot of the offensive stuff too. But he's really helped us with some of his minutes.
You're right. He plays like a junior, but he's only a freshman, so you got him for 3 more years on top of it. He's going to be fun to watch in his growth and so forth. Well, the team did it again today. You're 2-1, and you have a short break till the 23rd where you take on Trine. Instant classic game here last year, and now this time you go to Trine, the reigning national champion. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, they're one in the nation, and rightfully so. Brooks has got a lot of his guys back. That's going to be a great test for us, and I think having 3 games under our belt, I'm not saying that going to Trine is going to be easier because we have 3 games under our belt, but I feel like the first game of the year we were just not really seeing it, and now I think defensively we're really starting to find ourselves. Offense is a work in progress. I think you saw tonight, but I think if we can guard like we're guarding and rebound like we're rebounding, you can stay in a lot of games.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Go be with your team. It's warm up here. Get a breather, cool down, and good luck against Trine. And again, great win tonight. Thank you, Coach, for your time.
Good week this week.
Thank you.
Thank
Head
you.
Coach John Baines. The Blue Jays win. We'll be right back after this short break. We're going to take a break and then come back with women's game right after this. So don't forget, sign off, and we'll be right back on after this short break.